Hello, welcome back to the channel, guys. So we are playing some Crucible, and I'm just going to do a real short video. No face cam today. I'm just talking about the positives, my positives and negatives for this game. Now, there has been a few development updates come from the company, which is good that they're interacting with the game and the community, and that everything that they're actually making changes in the game. But there are some positives and negatives that I've got to start now. My first thing that I'd like to mention, which is a big issue that I found with me and a few of my friends that have been playing, and it is the pure optimization of the game in general, and just how it runs on any system, a budget system, or a high-end system. And it's a point on this where you need to have a more high-end system to run a game that's supposedly not that intensive. Like, honestly, it's supposed to be not that intensive. However, due to the based on the recommended stats and the low-end stats, it struggles to run on specific people's systems, and even my system, which I would say is a pretty good system, and should be able to run this game even at recommended. It's above recommended, in fact, and I still have problems, and that's due to like optimization and everything to do with the PC.
This is for you, Morrison.
There's a few bugs here and there that need fixing and patching up. You've got things such as like when you leave a specific, like when you leave a pod, it shows a damage indicator. It's a minor thing, but I've spotted it as an issue. Lack of communication between teams. As in, they have pings available, but they don't have any vocal communication. You're not allowed to use microphones between teams in game. You have to use something like Discord, for example, which isn't too bad when you're playing with friends, but if you don't, then it's an issue. There is a nice pop-up which I like, which is basically recommending to use Discord with this game, and you can join their Discord to play with 4 people, which is cool. Really like that. Really cool aspect there.
Let's see. Stompers detected inside the containment area.
The characters are very unique. I like the characters. They're nothing. They're no.
Your opponents have captured a hive heart.
They're not relatable to.
One more heart to win.
Like, they've got aspects of some characters, but at the same time, they're still their own unique characters, which I really like. And I really enjoy some of the characters. Some of the characters I don't enjoy because I haven't been able to play them, but the characters obviously have learning curves. The environment in the game is very interesting and fun. The fact that you can like see through like this, you can hide in bushes and enemies can't see you. I really like that. That's very reminiscent of the days that when I used to play League Legends and games like that. That's fun aspect of the game, and the environment of the map is really fun. Like, it's an interesting concept, and one thing I really like about this interesting concept as a positive plus is the way that the give me a moment. It would be probably, you guys probably agree, it would be better if I was playing this as background and then did a voiceover. But what I am going to say, guys, is yeah, I really like the PvP aspect, the PvE/PvP aspect of the game. It's a really interesting concept that they've added in the game. And I mentioned this when I first played and did my first play of it and what I thought of it, and I did say that the PvE would be a good aspect. I think this game really will thrive off is the aspect of it being one of those games that you play with your friends. Really interesting way of doing things. I don't think I should have been able to do that, but I did. But yeah, it's got quite interesting aspects all round. And yeah, I really like the aspect of the environment of the maps and everything like that. Sorry if this is a bit of a broken list, guys, but it's just what's coming to mind and just a bit of commentary, really. Another thing is connectivity, and this is more of an issue. As in, so the connectivity that I have had with this game has had buggy patches. In the way that it's not been able to connect me to games, or my friends connect us to a game smoothly, or even if they can't find the right amount of players, it happens to put you in a game and then disconnect you, which is a bit of an issue. Doesn't quite make sense the way that they've done it, and I wish they did it in a better way, and it would have made it a better system. But it doesn't seem, they don't seem to follow those kinds of aspects, which is odd. Some characters I find when playing this as well are slightly unbalanced, not majorly. I really think, for example, as it comes to mind, while playing, Bug is one of those characters. Just always, he's got a stupid amount of mobility. He can put down stupid amount of turrets. And I know it's hard to balance these kinds of things, but it's just the way that this seems to work. They are creating a thing where if a person seems to be in a more unbalanced scenario, they said that they're adding a surrender option. Quite an interesting aspect. I think if it's in a game where it's very obvious you're going to lose, then yeah, it's good. But if it's in a situation of a game where you could turn the tide, it might cause you some problems, because you might have like those teammates who have no faith in the game or turning the tide, so they just always want to surrender, much like League of Legends. But at the same time, I do think it's a good choice because there have been games where I've played and like I've been the whole team's outleagued my team, including me, and yeah, I just find that certain things seem to unbalance in some cases, but that's all it comes with these types of games. I do think they could do things a bit better in the way of obviously unlocking things like the battle pass system isn't the greatest. Well, it isn't the greatest. It's not unique. Every game has a battle pass system now, and it's just something that you see like, oh, this game's got a battle pass system, of course. And I know they've got to make money somehow because the game is free to play, and it's very good for a free to play game. I will say that it's very good for a free to play game, but they do need to sort out the optimization, and it can be done. I've seen it done with games, and I don't think this game is going to have as much as a fall as I initially thought. Yeah, as I initially thought, I think it will be possibly if they fix it up and if they fix it so it doesn't have this.
Eyes on the objective.
If it becomes more optimized, then 100% sure it will be a great game. It's a really good, fun game to play with your friends and stuff like that.
Check my bearing. Put your eyes over there.
Thanks for wasting my time.
Eyes on the objective.
But yeah, I really have been kind of enjoying it, especially when I'm playing with my friends. I haven't really played it solo too much. But it is an enjoyable game at that. It has been enjoyable for the time I've been playing it. It just needs better optimization and making it easier for other people to play, and so you don't have to have a massively optimized PC for a massively powerful PC for it. It's just one of those games, really, and it will get better if it's worked on, 100%.
Cover me. Capturing the heart.
But I tried to just focus on a little bit of a shorter video today. I'd like to mention and say to you guys that oh. Oh man. Those turrets are disgusting. Ah,
All my
close game, close game.
for the struggle.
But what I will say, so let me just back out into lobby. This is one thing, when you return to your lobby, you don't actually return to lobby. This is a really weird, confusing thing that they do. You go to return to lobby and it takes you back to the starter screen. Like loading screen times with an SSD, even as a standard SSD, it shouldn't take this long to take you back to your game. It just doesn't seem that the game is very well optimized in that fashion of speed and and graphical wise, it doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to accept certain things. I could have done this in a more constructive way, but I wanted it to be a bit more of a free flow video, guys. But this is what I mean. It takes you back straight to the beginning. So we go through this space. Yeah, go. Okay.
What now?
Okay, it did take. They must have changed it, but previous it had taken us, all of my friends, to the beginning of the game. This is the Discord thing that I mentioned, where it can take you back to join. You can join Discord and play with other people. That's really fun. Obviously, you've got your dailies, which you can use towards the battle pass. You've also got your characters, which I hope they add more over time. It's a MOBA, so they should. Battle pass, obviously. A thing that I really like is when you first join, they gave you enough points to actually purchase the battle pass, and then I counted up each of the credits that you gain, and basically when you get the battle pass, if you add up all the credits that you gain, you get enough for the battle pass and more, which is really good. So pretty much they give you the battle pass for free at the start, and if you play it and put enough hours in, then you obviously can get the battle pass again. The store I thought was a bit shabby. Like this art isn't very good here, but that's just nitpicking. The store could be a bit more well organized, say that. And this kind of art, I know it's not specifically locked like as ownership, it's not copyright of Overwatch, but it's on Overwatch this style, and I think they could have gone for something different. But I am enjoying the game as such, and there are problems and there are positives. The gameplay itself, the game itself, and the idea is great, really good. But my main issues are that it's not well optimized for gameplay for most PCs, and if you've got a good PC over the recommended amount, you'll still get issues. There's a problem in communication. If you're playing solo, you can't actually communicate with your team unless you're pinging. You've also got the issue of little bugs, which always come with brand new games. I'll give them that. And there's just certain things that it should work the way on release, but it hasn't, and that can happen with new games and stuff like that. And I know things can't be helped, but they are working on these things. They've said that in development update, which is positive. But all the good things that I've listed out, the gameplay, the characters, the way the characters work together, the team aspect of the game, the objectives, the map, the core concept of the game and its pieces that go together work very well, and it is an enjoyable game. I will give them that. The game itself is very enjoyable. It just needs to be optimized correctly, because if it's not optimized correctly, it will go down the pan. But by the looks of it and the sounds of it, people are pushing towards, the developers are pushing towards helping out and talking to the community and getting things fixed, and that is shown through the development updates. And the development update that was put out yesterday on the 26th, which was a video of the developers actually talking to the people, which was great. I'd love to see that. That's awesome. And the fact that they said that they're going to do stuff to fix the games, optimization and connection issues, and communication and everything that I've kind of spoken about that highlighted to me as problems in the game. to fix those issues is great. I really do like it when the developers go out their way and actually carry on working on the game, which is great. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I'll leave it there. It's only, like I say, a short one. It's come up to a 20-minute video. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and a last final note, I have been recording other videos. I did a CPU comparison video and some other Halo recordings and another Kellogg's Games video. However, I'm having issues with exporting and rendering with my current video editing program, so videos might be coming out a little later here or there, but they will be coming out. I just need to wait for something to arrive, and hopefully then my PC should be settled and will be able to render the videos, and I will be able to put them out. So thank you for watching, guys. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, dislike, comment what you like, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.